Is it better?
Yeah. It is.
Okay. You got me worried, Mr. Floyd. How are you?
Oh,
Hi.
Hi,
This is
Ryan.
Mikari, our new
Mikari, yeah,
videographer.
met him before.
And yes, we are changing our role. So what we are going to do, we are going to record everything and then put in different
okay.
channels because Facebook is removing all the
Hello.
lives. This is
Hi.
Jessica. Jessica Charlotte is comedian.
We've met before.
Yes, we
You've been
did.
on
She
the show
came with them. Who did you come with? You
I came
with
with Ben, but
Ben,
the lady that had the Thermomix and made all that really delicious
that's
looking
right.
cake was here.
Oh right, it was
Yeah.
so funny. I remember. It was very joyful. Yeah.
Right. Oh, on the dot.
So we also have Mikari's main task is to do YouTube. So today he's trying live video, short live video.
Okay.
So very often, very soon we'll be on a YouTube. Oh, the channel. Yeah. 80 seconds of ads and we are on.
Just give us a heads up, will you? I can't hear nothing.
How long have we got? Not very long.
Streams daily and talks events and art making sessions every week. There are endless reasons to visit Offering with family and friends. Tune in to the Most FM every Friday morning or govetpresta.com to find out all
That track
that's
was
going on
playing.
at the gallery. Govet Presta Art Gallery
Oh,
in
was it?
Medline
Yeah.
Centre, the place to feed your curiosity, right here in
But it wasn't one of
Nauru
those
since
tracks.
1970.
Okay.
New music on the Most FM.
This is our intro.
Welcome to the Taranaki Foodies on the Most FM.
We talk about people involved in food and hospitality, and of course, music.
Beyond the Sea.
The tastiest show on 100.4 FM.
Proudly brought to you by Salt on the Waterfront.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Taranaki Foodies on the Most FM, the tastiest food show on 100.4 FM, proudly supported by Salt Restaurant of Millennium Hotels. It's us, Alina Williams and Warwick Foy, in the studio with the friendly red walls. Okay, we have an amazing guest. There's going to be lots of laughter and lots of good music because she is Jessica Charlotte, comedian from House of Laughs, and many more things about her. And we are going to hear amazing stories of her life and some music that she has chosen for us. The first one is Fantasy by Mariah Carey. Let's listen together. Wow, wonderful choice, very peaceful.
Yeah.
Is that your meditation music, Jessica?
No, I just think it's a bright and vibrant song,
Alright.
and I usually play it with the students in the band.
And with the students and event,
Yeah.
your YMCA students.
Yeah, so
Okay.
that it gets them in a.
Yeah. Did you go to any of the shows of the Royal Cabaret?
No.
No. Lots of friends coming.
I don't know why. I'm going to a 70th. I'm going to a 70th. How's that?
Oh, you're going to be like someone's grandson, right?
So it's Matt Benton from the Black Seeds. This saxophonist, his father. He's a real character.
Yeah.
He's a
Oh,
good
it's
friend
going to
of
be
mine.
lots of music and laughter.
Oh
right?
yeah,
The
I'm having a
laughter.
massive, what do you call it, the in the ground oven?
Oh, yeah.
Hangi.
Pungy, yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's like,
I
I was
love
having
hangi.
8 legs of lamb, 15 chickens. It's like,
Did you prepare something special in your
no,
smoker?
I don't
No,
need to. He's
you
an
don't need to.
amazing cook.
Oh,
He's an
alright.
amazing cook.
Why didn't we have him on our show?
He's been,
He has been.
has he been on our show?
I
He's
don't
been
think so.
on The Breakfast Show
Mm-hmm.
with us because he's written 2 books. And he's been on my Sunday show.
Okay.
We could easily get him on here, he'd love it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would be nice.
I can remember when Matt Benton was a teenager.
Really?
Because he used to go to Marlena's stage school.
Really?
And I
Oh
was,
my
I was his
God.
drama tutor.
You were a drama tutor.
Yeah, that's
You
how I
don't give
met
me an
Marlena.
impression of 70-year-old tutoring.
Oh no,
70-year-old.
no, Matthew.
Yeah, not the
Is-
son. The
Oh,
son.
the son.
Yeah.
Matt would be, what,
He's-
35?
He'll be close to 40 now, about 38, 39.
This Malena's stage school just connected so many disconnected people, and a lot
Yeah.
of people in performing arts or media are
Yeah.
from there, which is actually
Well,
quite
it was,
amazing.
in its time, it was very different
Mhm.
because it had all three things in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where was it located?
It was actually at the Operatic Society. She went to the Operatic Society.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome. And you were drama teacher there.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Yeah. But it was a lot of people actually remember Malena for that, because I
Yeah.
think it was the only one
Yeah.
place where you can learn performing arts at this time.
Yeah. Yeah, so she started off there, and then I moved to Wellington, and she moved out to Bell Block.
All right.
Yeah.
I see. Oh,
Yeah.
very interesting. Okay, after the break, because while the music is playing, people can hear the music on the radio, but everyone here can hear what we're talking about. After the music finishes, for our audience on ear, we are going to discuss why you have chosen this music. Okay, do you have an
Okay.
answer for it? I'm sure you do, because when you have to choose 3 music pieces, you choose only the special ones, right?
Yeah.
Mm. Well, there are some people who don't care about audio stuff, and that's definitely not me. I do care
Yeah.
about that. Yeah. What are you looking at for it?
My auntie will think I'm a nerd. My one of my cameras at home, because we got burgled, so I have cameras now. It's not getting much light at the moment, so it's going flat. I was just checking if it's had some light today, and it has.
Awesome. People need to know. Welcome back to Taranaki Foodies on the Most FM, the tastiest food show on 100.4 FM. It's us, your favorite foodies, and in my case, selfie takers, Olina Williams and Warwick Foy, in the comfortable studio of 100.4
I'm your
FM.
favourite selfie avoider.
Avoider. Okay, well, I sometimes make you taking selfie with me, which is always turning nice. So you're very photogenic, Mr. Foy. All right, so we have an amazing guest today. It's Jessica Charlotte, comedian from House of Laughs, and some people call her mother of Taranaki comedy. Hi, Jessica.
Hi, hiya.
Tell me, why did you choose such a girly, placid song to start your show with?
Do you call that song girly?
No, it's not. Well, for a person who likes florals and wear pink bracelets, like maybe it's not too good.
I chose it because Mariah Carey's been around since I was a teenager.
Mm.
So she's been with me all through, like last years of high school, and then through university, and she's still going strong, and she just keeps going. She just keeps going. But it's also a very uplifting song.
Okay.
I think it creates a positive mindset. And Sweet Sweet Fantasy, I mean, the great thing about Sweet Sweet Fantasies is you can make them reality.
I like Mariah Carey. The most thing I like about her is her surname. It reminds me of my lovely husband, Carey. Awesome. Jessica, I've noticed that you have an amazing ability to project your voice. I've heard you without a microphone speaking to a huge audience, and you can also be quite quiet and kind of intimate, almost whispering. How did you learn that, to be kind of controlling your voice?
I think the thing that was lucky for me is I was born talking pretty much. So that helps. But also, like being in primary school, I was the one that always put my hand up to do performances and stuff like that, all the way through intermediate. And you actually learn a lot of drama skills at school. And then after leaving school, just working in retail and stuff, you sort of learn how to control your voice and control your tone, and to actually speak from your diaphragm. So that you know how much pressure to put on your diaphragm to talk. But the whispering actually came a bit later, and the whispering has only sort of got a lot better now, and that's thanks to Phil Spear from Improv Taranaki, because he's actually taught me how to whisper properly, so that people can still hear you.
So this is such an amazing thing. I've been to several shows of Improv Taranaki. The latest one was at a little theatre, and it was so hilarious. It's so much fun, and very interactive. Audience felt like a part of the show. So tell us more about it.
So improv taranaki is basically a trademark for whose line is it anyway. It's kind of like that. So it's improv, and it's games that are played, short form games that are played in the moment, and we make stuff up on the spot. Comedy style. So we play lots of games, and we're just all in the moment, and we're all very connected. It's a big passion of mine, improv, because it's always good, I think, to practice living in the moment.
How did you deserve a title Mother of Comedy in Taranaki?
How did I deserve the title? Well, I don't know. I think it's because I just keep going, even though like over the past sort of like 4 or 5 years, hospo's been pretty hard, and I've still tried to persevere and keep comedy going in Taranaki, even though hospo is you know finding it pretty tough. I just think I really want people who want to try out comedy to be able to do that, but I also want audiences to enjoy laughter, because I think that's probably one of the most important things. Yeah.
Laughter is the best medicine. That's what we taught in Soviet Union, because we didn't have a lot of medicine.
Yeah.
But it's quite interesting that you see your mission in helping people in hospo and helping others while doing comedy, because I think a lot of people are seeking fame. Is it easy to become famous in comedy?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And talking to a good friend of mine, Cajun Campbell Brooking, who has just come back to Wanganui after the International Comedy Festival, he said to me, "Oh my goodness, it is so hard to become famous in New Zealand for comedy."
All right, if not famous, is it possible to become rich from the comedy?
Become rich? Maybe
I'm a
maybe
material
not in
girl.
New Plymouth, but maybe if you've been working in the industry for 35 years, maybe. But comedy is more about passion than money, and that's just the way all the arts are, really. As you got to start with passion, because if you don't have the passion, you probably won't last.
So what's your day job, Jessica?
So my day job is I work at the YMCA. I'm a youth educator, so I help students who don't fit the school system, help them get their NCEA level 1 and level 2s.
Do they know about your secret life?
Oh, they do know about my secret life, because they call me the class clown, even though I'm the teacher. So they do know about my secret life of comedy and improv. They ask.
Probably love it, because I mean it's so much nicer to have someone who's not boring.
Yeah, they definitely don't find me boring. I absolutely use my comedy in the classroom, and use a bit of improv in the classroom as well. Because there's a lot of different statuses you can use as part of improv, and practicing those statuses in class as it is actually.
You might want to come to warwick Foy's school and do a little bit of improv with his students.
I do an improv all the time. any teacher who's been teaching for decades does.
Yeah.
Would you like to hear a story about improv?
Okay.
So I was in Washington DC with my family a couple of years ago, and my wife is very good about trip planning. I'm like the trip planning, planes, paperwork, all that stuff. She does the event trip planning. So she booked us some tickets at the Kennedy Center in DC. Now this is where Trump just got booed the other night.
Yeah.
Because he sacked the whole board, because of course it's the arts, so it's liberal. So he's got rid of them, fired them. So when he turned up, he got booed. So we went to this improv show called Sheer Madness, which has been playing in the theatre lab at the Kennedy Center since 1987. Every night, the same show every night. But obviously the actors will come and go, and because it's improv, they say it's a whodunit. Essentially, it's a whodunit to the audience. Okay, is it him or her? So although it's the same show every night, it's always a different murderer or victim, or So I just thought it was incredibly clever watching these actors who are obviously at the top of their game and very experienced, just pulling off this brilliant show which we all laughed at for 2 hours, which they've been doing how long's that ago? Nearly 40 years.
Yeah.
I love that feeling when you come out of the show and your belly is aching
Yeah.
from the laughter. It's actually pretty amazing. Yeah. Oh, you can bring to the screen the Sheer Madness show.
Yeah, Sheer Madness. It's the set is kind of art pop, pink and pale blue colours.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
just so
extremes work really well in comedy, like extreme interiors or extreme appearance or something like that. And I've seen Jessica performing so many times, and she exploits this interesting kind of an outcast hero who is a mother and who is a woman and so many other things. And you talk a lot about extra weight and things like that. So you lost a lot of weight recently. How does it work with your comedy?
So yeah, I don't know because I haven't written a set since I know that's a lie. I have written a set and it was basically based on what happens if I went to Turkey to get weight loss surgery.
Okay.
And so I can still use my weight and still write about comedy, but it's changing in the sense that I can talk about how different my life is after losing a bit of weight,
Okay.
and the struggles of actually losing weight in itself, and it can be quite hilarious. People find weight a taboo subject
Yeah.
for some reason, so I think actually talking about it actually makes people realise there's a lot more to just being overweight and normal and underweight, you know, like it is a big issue and it should be talked about because it's not only the weight is just what's on the outside, but on the inside, if you're a bit more overweight, you're more unhealthy. But bringing it into the limelight, I think it helps people just realise, okay, this person isn't just sitting here outside McDonald's eating all
Eating
this
all the
food.
time.
Yeah.
I read a very interesting research. It was social kind of a studies. It was quite interesting to know that people who are going on dates, females are really scared of meeting someone who is a serial killer. And males are really scared to meet someone who is overweight.
Oh, really? Why is it?
True, probably.
Is it why they think? Is it because they think they're going to eat them, or like?
This is going to be in your next comedy set.
Yeah.
How about that? But I mean, you don't look horrible. You look good, and you always look good to me. And also, I think that going on a journey of weight loss is not about appearance, as you said.
No, it's about health. I mean, like, I always wanted to be an astronaut when I grew up, right? And now I've made that dream come true. I've made that sweet fantasy come true because every night I sleep with a sleep apnea machine. So every night I put a mask on and go into space. The only difference is I just wake up in my own bed the next morning with the mask still on.
Dreams come true.
Dreams come true, and that's the thing. Like, I've got obstructive sleep apnea, so that's like people with obstructive sleep apnea stop having a vent. They're not allowed. It's sort of like having a vent every so often. I have 40 events a minute.
Does that mean you stop breathing?
Yes,
40 times.
40 times in an hour. So
Gosh,
after I
that's
found
scary.
that out, I was like, oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness
You
me.
never really had a good sleep, and
No.
sleep is so important in weight loss, isn't it?
Yeah, it is so important in weight loss because obviously the extra weight pushes against everything, which enhances it. I mean, I could lose 80 kilos and probably still have sleep apnea, but it wouldn't be as bad because I wouldn't have that extra weight pushing against
I
it.
think weight loss, as you say, taboo, but it's such a complex issue. Like I remember a family member saying, a fat person should just eat less, and I said, well, if it was that simple,
Yeah.
there would be no fat people.
Exactly.
But
exactly.
it's not that simple because there's the whole the body shape and body size thing for a start. Some people have never had to try and lose weight in their lives. Other people battle with it for their entire life. And then there's people who it's linked to mental health issues and lifestyle choices and poverty,
Hormonal.
cheap,
Hormonal.
yeah, hormonal. You know, we all know that crappy food is cheaper than good
Yes.
food, so it is really complex. Also
Yeah.
have compassion for people who are
We
trying
came to the
lose weight.
food issue because everything we start with, we always finish with food because we're Taranaki foodies. So,
Yeah.
how did you lose weight?
So basically, the first thing I did is I pretty much started off cutting down my portion size, because that's for me, that's what it was about. I was probably eating bigger portion sizes than I should be. So a portion size should be the size of your palm. Unfortunately, I've
And you
got
have
pterodactyl arms,
You
so
have
my
very small
palms
hands.
are very small, so I'm not even going to look at my palm, but I cut my sizes down. And then after that, I stopped grazing, because there is, and I will say it, comedians do have a connection to emotional stuff. So I was an emotional eater, so if I had a very busy day at work or something had come up, straight to that pantry, grazing between meals. So I've cut all the grazing out in between meals, and I've increased my protein intake, but also I've stopped listening to people who say carbohydrates are bad for you, because carbohydrates aren't bad for you. Complex carbohydrates are actually okay.
And
It's
they
the
make
same.
you feel full.
They make you feel full, but also they've got a lot of fibre in them, and fibre keeps you regular. It's the simple carbohydrates like sugar, like lollies and white bread and pastries and all that. They're your simple carbohydrates.
Or
And
processed is bad, but
Yeah, processed is bad. So the more, when you eat a simple carbohydrate, your body goes, okay, I'm full for a little bit, but in half an hour's time I'm going to be hungry again. And complex carbohydrates don't do that. Complex carbohydrates fill you up, and like I said, they've got fibre in them, so they keep you regular and all that sort of business. And yeah, I've increased my protein intake, but in saying that, I think there is a thing about protein at the moment that people think it's a saviour, but at the same time, it's everything in moderation, I think.
I love that.
Because
Yeah.
it can be a simple form of protein would be meat, and we all know that eating too much of that is not good.
Yeah,
either. So
yeah.
as you say, it's about balance.
Yeah, so like too much meat if you've got cholesterol problem, but also too much protein in for a long-term period can do a bit of damage to your kidneys, especially if you're like eating it all the time. Yeah.
How did you learn all that?
I actually, believe it or not, years ago, did exercise science at Massey University a lifetime ago. So like when I first left school, so we did a bit of nutritional stuff. I just kind of decided that I'd become a personal trainer for sumo wrestlers. That's what I say. Yeah.
But I mean, there should be an event or someone who instigate the desire to change, because we're all so happy to support our status quo. Everything runs well. So what was the event that told you, gosh, I really need to do something different?
Well, I think it's because at work I've got a flight of stairs that I go up like 30 or 40 times a day, and I was struggling to get up those stairs and struggling to get down those stairs. But also once you get, like when you're in your 20s, it's like, yeah, you put a little bit extra weight on, you can lose it pretty fast. Then your 30s, it slows down a bit. But I think once you start to get that into the 40s, it's like, your body's going, what? Nah, I'm not going to shift. The weight's not going to shift. And you're busy, you're working, you just stick what you can find in your mouth, and that's
Becomes
it.
a habit.
It becomes a habit. And I just woke up one day and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm 45 years old and I've got sleep apnea, I'm pre-diabetic, something has to change because I want to be around for my kids.
Right.
And I think that's what put that mindset on me, is that I want to be around for a long time so I can annoy
Make
people.
people laughing.
Yeah. So that's what got to me. Yeah.
Has your weight loss lessened your chance of getting type 2 diabetes?
At the moment, no. At the moment, no. But like my reading has come down. My glucose level reading has come down a few points. But at the moment, it's just like I said, it's slow and steady wins the race, and that's what I try and put across is that there's no quick fix for weight loss.
And also there's the danger that so many people have found the miracle weight loss cure and then just put it all back on.
Yeah,
So you
yeah.
have to make a permanent change, right?
Yeah.
Also, I've noticed by myself that if I drink alcohol, I kind of become loose in my mind and I eat more.
Yeah.
And comedians' culture is connected to alcohol somehow. We always kind of
Yeah.
perform in bars and things like that. So what's your take on that?
So when I first started comedy, I found that like I've never really been a huge drinker, or I can take it or leave it. When I first started comedy, I thought that a couple of drinks helped me relax and made my jokes more funnier. But then after about a year, I was like, no, actually, the problem with that is I can't remember my set at 3/4 at the end of it, and I just like I said, I've never been a heavy drinker, so
It was easy to drop.
It was easier just to drop it and actually do genuine comedy, because genuine comedy I feel is a lot more like it's a lot more radiant and a lot more valuable. And I just started finding after that my comedy actually got better. There's this concept that people should have Dutch courage for comedy, but some of the better comedians that I've seen are ones that are actually not drinking. Yeah.
And that it would play havoc with your sleep apnea, wouldn't it?
Oh, absolutely. But I mean, like, I've still got alcohol in my fridge from Christmas time that looks like it's frozen now. It hasn't been touched, and that's what I mean. It's just like I can take it or
You
leave
don't
it.
need it.
I don't need it. Yeah.
Who's the funniest person in New Zealand apart from you?
Who's the funniest person? Well, that's a hard question to answer. I would say for me, one of the funniest people in New Zealand is probably Brendan Lovegrove, but he's now in Bali.
We love Marty Bright.
Yes, Marty Bright. He is funny. He's Australian though. So in New Zealand, like I went to the comedy gala last night, and Joe Damon was hilarious. Joe Damon, I think he's right up there. And Josh Thompson is very funny as well.
Also, we love Cajun, who is
Cajun Cajun and Wanganui he is hilarious as well.
And our own Callum.
Callum Wagstaff, he's actually coming up the rails, and he was in the Taranaki comedy gala last night, organised by Hello Comedy, I think they're called. Dave Wiggins, and he was on the lineup. Callum was, and he did amazingly, and I was so proud of him.
I like the Flight of the Conchords.
Oh yeah,
They're so good. Well, I don't know what they do now.
No, I think
Advertising. In the UK.
so. Sometimes I think Jerome might still pop up at open mic nights. Yeah. I'm not sure what Brett is doing. I know that Reece Darby's had a lot of success and overseas.
I like not Kiwi but Larry David.
Oh yeah.
I mean he's 80 now probably, but he's still. I watch Curb. I go back and watch it. I never stop watching it actually. It's just so clever.
I really like British comedy. There are several shows that I just couldn't have enough, honestly. And, I mean, every generation has a comedian that a lot of people can relate. It's very relevant. But I believe that this generation comedians are still in front of our eyes. They're growing, and we have an opportunity to support them. So anyone who wants to support any of the local comedians from House of Laughs, you have to contact Jessica. She will set up a sponsorship and set up event where you can shine. Right. I think it's a perfect time to listen to our song. Every day is a Saturday.
And Mad Media Times 4:29, and here's a track that you've chosen from LMNOP called, as you said, Every Day is a Saturday.
We were so happy to talk. We already passed 30 minutes. We don't have to play the third song, and we covered most of the things. Is there anything you would like to announce after we listen to the
just-
song before the wrap up?
Yeah, so maybe just talking about the next comedy night. That's is it called Azua? I think
Yeah, I think it's Azua.
Azua, which is the Old Eight Ball
Okay.
on the 18th of July.
Gosh. Did they supposed to do the graphics?
No, I think I'll
Somehow.
wait till hear back from Drew to tell it to. He's still telling me a time, so I have to wait.
Okay. If you need something from me, just let me know.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, it's going well. Did you imagine that you've been speaking for 30 minutes?
No.
Went rather fast, wasn't it? Because it was easy and fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So after we record everything, we share it obviously, and then if you want to get something like footage, something like that, I can send
Oh,
it
yeah,
to you as well. Mm.
Cool.
So how does it look from your side, Mikhail?
Looks really good.
Yeah, looks good. Okay. Do you need anything from us to post it or not?
I already got 3 shorts on right now.
Yeah. So 15 seconds max. Each shot was 5 seconds or 3 seconds?
It was 15 seconds.
Okay, all done. So you just need to post it. You can post it now.
Yep.
And then we will spend some time looking at what we can do with this after the show.
How's Tony?
Oh, I'm not sure. I haven't talked to her since her mum passed away, but I'm going to catch up with her.
I've
sometime
seen her.
during the week.
She was fine.
I've been sick for a while,
Yeah.
Doesn't make it any easier, but
Yeah, she's the same age as me that I lost my mum, the exact same age. So,
what,
Was it
and
hard
what-
for you?
What age is that?
so I was Tony's 32. I think I was 32.
Still need your mum at that
Yeah, yeah.
age. So what happened to your mum?
She got endometrial cancer and lasted 2 weeks. So like, just another slip through the health system really.
Sad.
Yeah,
It's too many of that. Too many of us.
yeah. Told her it was varicose veins.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So it was sad.
There we go.
Welcome back to Taranaki Foodies on the Most FM, the tastiest food show on 100.4 FM. It's us, Olina Williams and Warwick Foy, in the studio of the Most FM. We have an amazing guest today, Jessica Charlotte, comedian from House of Laughs and mother of comedy in Taranaki. We listened to her whimsical playlist and listened to her amazing story and her fascination with the comedy and life. So, is there anything you would like to share with us before we wrap up, Jessica?
Yep, I've got 2 announcements that I'd like to share. So on the July 12th at Little Theatre, Improv Taranaki has Anything Can Happen show, which is short form games, but we also have a long form improv show called The Game of Life, which is going to be really fun. And then on the 18th of July, we have a comedy open mic night at the Old Eight Ball, which is now called Azua, I think. And anybody can take part in that. So if you want to have a go at comedy, give me a message on House of Laughs. But if you just want to be part of the audience, that's good too. So we've got lots of exciting things coming up in the world of arts in New Zealand.
And that's why you're called Mother of Comedy.
So it's now time for the learning a new word segment.
Wow, teacher kicks in.
So the song is melismatic. The word is melismatic. And I was reading about your first choice, which was Mariah Carey. She
Yeah.
has a 5-octave vocal range. I think most people know that, but she also has a melismatic singing style, which means she will frequently sing across 3 or 4 notes for a single syllable of one word,
Wow.
which is
Ooh.
so hard, I would think. She also has a master of the whistle register, which is the highest singing female register, higher than falsetto.
Wow.
There you go. She's the 5th
Amazing.
greatest singer of all time, according to Rolling Stone.
How did you know all this work?
Wikipedia.
Awesome.
My fave.
Well, thank you very much, Jessica, for coming, and please support Jessica, support House of Loves, and support the improv Taranaki.
Yep.
Yeah, and we hope to see you next time on air.
Cool.
With Jessica.
Thanks for
Bye.
having me.
You're welcome. I'll be playing your last song.
Let's do it.
So this is, it's a classic. It's REM, and it's Shiny Happy People. See you next time.
Well done, Jess. All good. See you.